Hello and welcome to Gaming in the Obama Years. This week in review is NHL 12 by EA Sports. NHL 12 is available for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 consoles. NHL 12 is very realistic. However, there are a few things that aren't realistic that I believe EA Sports overlooked. This week we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to do a commentary on my gameplay of last year's Stanley Cup Final. The Vancouver Canucks versus the Boston Bruins. The game isn't very difficult by any means. There are a few strategies to exploit to raise your success at winning. First, set the difficulty to rookie. Then play a mean and tough game like the Boston Bruins do to get into Luongo's head. Make good use of your star players like Zdeno Chara. His slap shot is the best in the NHL. Luongo will have a hard time stopping it with traffic in front of the net. Luongo is known to let in easy goals when you get physical with him in front of the net. Goaltenders like Luongo get easily frustrated with traffic, unlike Tim Thomas does. Tim Thomas is a great goaltender. So once you get the Vancouver Canucks scrambling around with a few good passes to open teammates, they start to make mistakes just like they do in real life. Their aggressive forechecking style coupled with their fragile defensemen will struggle to be effective players. Something I wanted to point out was that the game could be more realistic in this sense as well. Luongo normally lays on his back and complains to refs about being interfered with. I'm surprised EA Vancouver could miss out such an important detail. However, despite missing that detail, don't forget to continuously pester him. Because even if you get a penalty like I'm about to right here, penalty killing is very easy. Penalty killing can be very successful, provided that you follow my specific strategy I'm about to provide you here. Just control the puck behind the net and use it to shield yourself. Just like this. When you get the chance, skate the puck down the ice while you're shorthanded, but then come back and play keep away. Like so. This actually really confuses them and they just don't know what to do. The Canucks specifically, I guess they just don't know how to deal with the strategy. They just get very confused. You just keep doing this until the penalty is over. And this will increase your chance at successfully penalty killing. Just remember to keep being physical. Don't be scared. Just if you get a penalty, it's not a big deal. Just continue using the strategy that I provided. Make sure you keep contesting them, keep hitting them, and you should do well. Check this move out. Backhand spinorama. Oh, top shelf. Yeah, Luongo couldn't handle that play. When the Canucks play the man tight, it usually leaves someone wide open, where they miss the assignment completely. Yeah, Bieksa, that was your fault. Hang your head in shame, you loser. So you keep playing physical, and don't allow the Canucks to make any easy entrances into the offensive zone. That will ensure your success, because unlike Luongo, Tim Thomas can make those difficult saves. Thomas is a goaltender that you can rely on to successfully challenge a shooter. See how I use the blocker there at the top of the crease? That's usually where the goaltenders usually shine, especially a goaltender like Tim Thomas. At the top of his crease, challenging the shooter. This is something Luongo doesn't know how to do. In this next sequence, you will see Thomas make an excellent read through the traffic and kick the puck wide of the net. Guys in front of his eyes just don't bother him as much as Luongo does. Now watch David Krejci here use his great stick handling moves to set up an amazing goal over the glove hand of Luongo. I was actually quite surprised that they didn't pull Luongo after giving up 4 goals in this game. So in between periods, you're going to want to shoot the puck at Luongo so you can provoke his team. And provoking them is not necessarily going to do anything bad. They just like to cheap shot you like they always do because that's all they know how to do. They're actually not very tough guys, unlike the Boston Bruins. They always, play a physical, hard game, and they usually back it up when they drop the gloves. Like Milan Lucic or someone of that sort. So in the next period, they started to get a little feisty, and I think they started to try to take a run at Tim Thomas here. Try to get into his head as well. But, at this point, they just lost the game 4-0. And they, the thing about the Bruins is you got to defend. You got to defend your goaltender. especially Tim Thomas. I tried to start a fight with them, but a lot of them just didn't want to. They just kind of wanted to cheap shot each other back and forth, not really wanting to drop the gloves. Just keep playing physical, and I'm not sure if it got to them or not, but I mean, you could obviously see that none of them wanted to drop the gloves with me. They just kind of wanted to cheap shot you when you were turning around the other way. It was just, then you have this rat Burrows here, doesn't want to do anything. It wasn't until finally someone would decide to drop the gloves, and oddly enough, it was Manny Malhotra. Manny Malhotra is the only player on that team who actually has leadership and integrity. Sorry I had to punch your face in, Manny. I didn't mean it. You were the only one that wanted to answer the bell for your team for trying to run Tim Thomas, and I can respect you for that. In either case, first-person view fighting is actually a neat aspect of this game. It's unlike anything we've ever experienced before in previous hockey games. So as we're nearing the end of the game, you just gotta continue playing the game the Boston Bruins play. Oh, there's another shot right over the glove head Luongo, along with the celebration with it. And it was at this point of the game when the Vancouver Canucks decided to pull Luongo out of the net. It's a little too late for that, fellas, especially when you're already down 5 goals. And here comes the 6th goal in the last minute of the game, right over the glove hand. Apparently, the Vancouver Canucks don't know what to do to protect against that cross-ice pass. And also, I guess the goaltenders don't know how to use the glove. So we're at the end of the commentary here. I hope you enjoyed watching all the great goals and all the great goaltending by Tim Thomas. NHL 12 is a spectacular game, despite that it's not as realistic as I would have hoped it would be. But it's still a great hockey game, and it's the most realistic out there. And they get more realistic every year. So EA Sports does a great job in that ordeal. So that wraps up this week in Gaming in the Obama Years. Please subscribe, like, and favorite my video, as well as subscribe to my Twitter. We'll see you next week.